Hey, what's up, y'all? D West coming at you with another story time. This one I'll really be winging it because I have some projects that I've been working on and that I've completed actually, and wanted to share with you this weekend. Um, but I feel a need to do this story time today. It's Saturday, February the 3rd, 2024. If you hear any external noises, because they know that I shoot on Saturdays when I'm in the apartment. If I'm not out shooting something, I shoot from the apartment. And so it usually takes a lot longer because I have to shoot around all of the noises that they intentionally make. Y'all say, well, how do they know? They know because my apartment has been bugged for close to 8 years, if not 8 years. And I'm sure there's hidden cameras or whatever. I tell you all the time, when I was inflicted with my voodoo stroke from my satanic family, 6 satanic ex-family, they installed cameras all throughout the whole building, throughout the whole entire complex. And I'm sure in here, they know my every move. They hear my every sneeze, fart, cough, whisper, step, prayer, everything. And they act on it when I leave my apartment. Sometimes I run to my door before putting my coat on just to look and see who's in place and who's waiting for an action. Usually when my door opens, it has a loud drag because I have the seal or whatever on the bottom of it. And that was to prevent them, an attempt to prevent them from shooting fumes in my apartment when I'm not here. So there's a loud drag, but that gives them the cue that he's leaving the apartment, get ready to walk by. This has something to do with this story time. The main reason why I'm doing this story time, and this has something to do with it, because those of you that are following me know that I'm big on lose the weight. You should be at your best or trying to get to your best. Take the wigs off and take the dyes out of your hair. The overweight manager of this building, who listens to my every word every day and sees my every move in this apartment every day, unlawfully. I don't care how much they think the FBI, CIA, whatever, it's unlawful. That's why I don't know where the cameras and microphones are. But she listens every day. When she came to my apartment the one time to see where I had hid my camera, not to see, she knew where it was. In fact, when she walked into my apartment, she looked right into it, hidden She looked right into it to let me know that I know where your hidden camera is. Not only her, but the quote unquote, I'm gonna just leave it at that, bedbug lady, girl. And they're all black and they're all masculine. Again, overweight. But my point is, when you listen to when you're under my word, and when you listen to me every day, you cannot. I don't care what God or devil or whoever you're worshiping. I don't care what kind of witchcraft you're into. You hear that word. And I'm not going to be disrespectful like they do me. I'm not going to show her actual pictures, but I'll show you a liking of the pictures of before, when she came in my apartment looking like that, and after, when she lost the weight and took the dye out of her hair. And I'm going to give you a snippet of what I played in my apartment every day. Close to 20, 25 minutes. But I'm just going to give you a few seconds snippet of what it pretty much, the gist of it. So you can see where it hit home, the core. And why in about 3 or 4 months she lost almost 100 pounds.
As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Hear the words of God in Solomon again. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Beauty is not much, if the woman with it does not know how to act. It is hard to appreciate a gold nose ring on a 1,000-pound, stinking, grunting, hairy pig. But this is a fair comparison to an attractive woman without personal grace to be pleasant company. An average-looking woman without such discretion is just the sow without the nose ring. King Solomon knew women. He married 700 princesses and had 300 concubines. God gave him great wisdom, and he used it to analyze life. He did not trust women. He found them more bitter than death. He warned against whorish women and odious women. A virtuous woman is rarer than rubies in comparison. Unless you have been close to hogs, or pigs, or swine, you cannot appreciate Solomon's simile. God made the hog one of his most despicable creatures. It is noisy, dirty, foul, greedy, smelly, and destructive. Its nature is revolting to all human sensibilities, and there is no training to alter it. A hog is a hog is a hog. A gold nose ring is entirely out of place on its body.
You can't listen up in here and not get something from it. And my point is, because I'm talking to y'all, to be following me and to hear how I'm preaching about your weight, your health, your wigs, your dyes, your weaves, and more importantly, what I'm on right now is the name brands. It's been killing us for years. Wonder why we can't get ahead. We're supporting everybody else, so we can't even start up our own. I don't want to get on. That's for another. I'm on that, so I'm going to get to that. Not in this story time, but as a matter of fact, I got something very juicy coming out. Y'all need to be looking for it. Something very juicy is about to come out. It's already completed, so be looking for it. But my point is, if these witches around here can get fed off of my word, there's no reason why y'all shouldn't be getting fed. There's no reason. Gray is wisdom, and your health is paramount. I got some folks are running around now mad and out of shape because I talk about stuff like this. Talk about doing better for yourself. If you're happy, I'm not talking to you. If you're content, I'm not talking to you. There's no need to get upset. But it's quiet as a mouse now, and I tell y'all this all the time. That's because they're listening. Again, they hear the word. It's bigger than making the pit bull bark down the hallway now. It's bigger than standing outside my door and starting up a conversation now. It's bigger than tooting the horn and all that craziness out with music all outside my window now. This is a word, and they want to hear it. Not just newsy, they want to hear this. I'm talking to y'all about doing better. People hear me. When I follow people, it's a must that they have to follow me back because they have to relay messages to me. And so, this is the main reason. This could have waited with management and all this listening and cameras and record and listening in my apartment. I was going to get to that. But it's piggybacking on the fact that last week I'm looking at the news. Now, I already told y'all I don't look at the news. News is fraud, all that sort of stuff. I already told y'all that. Matter of fact, I got something for y'all. My last three-piece of the fraud news. I think I did the last part. But the last part I did do was the daycare in West Philly, fraud. And just yesterday, I happened to have the TV on, the news came on. And the first thing they did was the daycare in Philly, fraud. And I'll show it to you. You know I recorded it. I'll show it to you. You know, you can even go back and look at it for yourself. Friday, the 2nd. Baby left in the daycare. Nobody knew that a child was left in the corner in the daycare. They made sure it was phony. They made sure it was ridiculous. Who leaves a child and they cut the light off and there's a child left behind?
After a 6-month-old girl was left inside when the building locked up for the night.
The girl's parents went to pick her up Thursday only to find the lights off and the doors locked to that daycare. They called police Thursday evening when they couldn't get into the New Horizons daycare in Feltonville. Once inside, they found their daughter strapped to her car seat in a dark room. Jesse Flores says the daycare owner apologized to her last night, but did not have an explanation of what happened that day.
Nobody knew when she last ate. Nobody knew when she was changed. Nobody knew who she was with.
State records show the location where the baby was left is in compliance as of last year's inspection. It had no violations on file for the past 5 years and was closed today. An employee at New Horizons' second location told us they weren't taking any questions.
And I got off on that. That's not a part of this. But I remembered yesterday and that kind of stuff, you know. I told y'all know how I go off on different things. I can do it all day. So let me stick to the script. There ain't no script, but I'm going off of my head, but let me stick to the point. Aziza Shuler, she's fairly new now, about a year now on CBS. I would catch her sometimes on the weekends. Well, one day before I could cut the news off, she came on and she was bald. And I didn't know she had alopecia. Well, that's what they're saying. I don't know. Because they're always constantly sending me messages. And this is a message. This was one of my messages. He was wearing a cap. And it was cute and all. I didn't even really trip off of her. I mean, it was small, it was cute, it was close. So I ain't trip off of her. I don't know what's going on under nobody's head. I just tell y'all take them European and all that crazy stuff off. You know, do something ethnic. But she went the whole 9 yards. She took it off altogether and said, I have alopecia. And she's still a little cutie. But my point is, if she can do that, man, y'all got a little bit of hair under there. If she could do that, Jada did it. There's plenty, I might can include it on this. There's plenty of African women who are just bald. But you have to have that confidence within you. I tell you all the time, name brands got to do with the fact that our self-esteem is shot. That's where name brands come in at. Still looking for some type of self-esteem. She got her self-esteem together. She took that wig all the way off. She meant, D. West, you ain't talking about me. Talk about me now. I wasn't even talking about her. They know how to get me, though, with a little news chick. Y'all know about Larissa. So they want to impress me with another news female. And I am impressed. Now, I watch her just to support her. Because that's bold. That's bold. I'm really talking to y'all old heads who ain't got nothing to lose right now. She's a young chick. Probably unmarried and all that. But she knew this was bigger than anything. I'm going to be me. Remind me of that skit of when you get home with the chick from the club and she done took all this off and the next day you don't even recognize her. Next morning. She said, I'm going to be me. And she is. And I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Because I ain't like a lot of these simps out here who look for all that craziness. Weave and all that craziness and 6-inch nails and eyelashes. Look like they're about to scratch you, jump out at you. She took it all off. Jada, I ain't into what all that craziness she into, but she's big for taking it off. She could have did something. She got the money. Make me some kind of weave or wig or whatever. She could have. Still can. But she's rocking the bald head. Hers ain't as bald as Aziza's. But I commend these bald women. I commend them. These bald sisters. Because they for real. Because it's real. What you see is what you get. Which means I don't want no fake boys in my face. I think I made my point. I might add a few pictures to this. And got some stuff off my chest. Because y'all got to understand what it is to cut all your hair off. And when I say I cut all my hair off, it's more of a metaphor right now. Because when I say that my apartment, vehicle, they still have my vehicle in the shop. Took it early in the week, didn't have it all last weekend, just to get it out. This is very reputable, in my opinion, mechanic shop for out here. I used to take my vehicle for 8 years all the way to Philly, even if I had to get it towed for some reason. Take it to my mechanic in Philly. They burnt him out. He can't deal with this no more. He can't deal with it no more. Last time he did this, I just happened to turn around and he was like, "Don't come back." He had me waiting a half hour when I got there. Had some fake guy playing like he couldn't speak English, a Latino guy, acting like, oh, he said he'll be here, he's test riding or whatever. And I told him I ain't moving until you get here. He got older now, older white guy. He can't do it no more, man. They make every time I get to their shops, even now, is to play on your mind. You have to kill your license plate this time, the other day when I went there, just to check on my car. It's not ready yet. The cancer stick, that's the cultic sign that they use, the cancer ribbon. And all over the place was different license plates that I take every day. One time I went there, it was already set up. The one car license plate said, kill all of them, let God sort it out with a cobra. I mean, it's just craziness everywhere. But that'll be anywhere I go. But again, this place is reputable. So why is it taking so long? Because they taking orders. They could have my car like that. Last time I took it to them, bang. Engine light out, everything. My mechanic ain't do that. My mechanic didn't get the engine light out. They got the engine light out, everything. Come get it tomorrow. Bang, took it, got the stickers, bang. Now they sitting on it. And it's just a game. Told me Thursday, oh, I know, because I know you want your car for the weekend. Let me make sure I get to it. Got the secretary, the lady to call me. She called me back. Yeah, it was going to be this. So I'm thinking maybe Friday. So they wait till I take my walk. I get back to my apartment. Everything's timing. Call him now. So they call. Oh, your car's not going to be ready today. So it's not going to be ready Friday, which was Friday. The weekend you close. So then we have to play this game again next week. And I'm not blaming them. Everybody gets orders from way up. I'm just telling you how this works. I don't know how I got on this. But my point is, and my point is to hear everything and see it everything. That's what I was talking about when I said bald or shave it all off or naked rather. Because you are naked. They see in everything you're doing and hear. And then they act on it. The horns blow as soon as I'm about to hit the door. To let me know we're getting in position. We know you're about to leave the apartment. My phone chimes right before I leave out. Everything is to let me know without telling me. And I'm going to share something else with y'all. I'll wait for right now. Share something else with y'all. But I'll put those pictures up because y'all need to don't just sit under this word and these messages that I convey to y'all. That's stupid. That's stupid. If she can get in shape, I ain't saying if she can lose all that weight and take those dye out of her hair, y'all can do it too. Well, we know she hear me. They know, we know that they hear me. But y'all hear me too. I'm talking to y'all. She just eavesdropping. I'm talking to y'all. She just sneaking in, listening and watching my videos and all. I'm talking to y'all. And I see a lot of y'all. There's a lot of y'all on my page. I might put y'all pictures up. There's a lot of y'all that's on my page and that's been in shows with me. I see you. I see you losing the weight. I see you happier. I see you smiling. I see you bragging. I see y'all. But I see some of y'all other ones. Even my mother's satanic granddaughters. They trying. I showed y'all how they run up on me. Even this management thing here. Every time I'm come down to the first floor, whatever. Matter of fact, she came to my door the other day to act like she knocking on my door and acting like she didn't know who door she was. Like, I got black Jesus all over my door. I got barrettes and earrings on the box of my door where they did that cultic satanic crap. You know who door you knocking on. Everybody know the Gangster Stalk victim's door with black Jesus all over it and the cross. But she brought somebody from her office, I think. Either that or a visitor. It was a big burly girl, though. She looked at me like, oh my God, that's him. Like she was in awe. Why? Because they looking at my videos and everything. Listening to my sermons. I felt like Michael Jackson. She looked, I first opened my door, what? First of all, they did it because, again, the bug in here. They knew I was eating lunch. I was in my underwear, relaxing in my bed at lunchtime. It was their lunch too. But to disrupt me, that's what they did. They do it all the time. I get in the shower, knock on my door for something. If I was up late and I'm sleeping late, bang on my door for something, like they be doing something just stupid stuff. But it's the timing, just because they looking at me from wherever, they're, following me. Just because it's bugged me. Play with my phone at certain times. As soon as I doze off, they ring my phone with the cultic, I call it spam risk or something. Every day, all day. I don't even take naps in here no more. I told you once I get going. But that's it. In other words, I needed to get that off my chest. Because this week was crazy with it. But my point is, for 8 years, and it's supposed to drive you some kind of way. 8 years, no, and they have to let me know. We know everything you're doing. We're watching and hearing everything. That's part of gangster stalking. They ain't sneaking, they doing it. As soon as I open my door, and everybody's in place. to start the gangster stalking. I can cover my butt and say, oh, I suspect they... I ain't even doing that. That's what they doing. For 8 years, I've been dealing with this. But the main point is they've been listening. She's been listening. I can't tell with the other ones. She's been listening. She lost the weight and took the dye out of her hair. She's a fraction of herself. I did such a job on her, she's a fraction of herself. And again, I'm going to let y'all hear the sermon that I played every day. Every day. You want to listen up in here? I played that every day till it took 100 pounds off of her. Because if you real, anything about you is real, my word will tap into you. My message will tap into you. If any of y'all got any kind of realness, my name brand should be tapping into you right now. Especially this one coming up. But my name brand should be tapping into you right now. I always take a long time because I'm always thinking of something that I might be forgetting. But I think I covered everything. I'm at 29, 41 seconds. I want to be done by a half hour. And I am. So I'm out. Peace and love, y'all.